This AI tool is so freaking good, it should be illegal to know about for content creators and anyone who has a personal brand who wants to go viral with AI. The tool I'm talking about is called Poppy AI. You may have heard of it, you may have not heard of it. Either way, in this video, I'm gonna be diving into how to use it and also how to create a viral YouTube script generator, as well as a viral short form content generator. So let's get straight into the video. Now, before we go ahead and dive deep into this tool, I want to share with you my results in using it. So in the past 30 days, I've generated over 2.5 million views. I think it's at 3 million now, which is crazy. And I've gained over 20K followers on Instagram from 2 different videos. Here they are, 1.5 million views, and nearly 800K, I think it's at now, views, resulting in also for my business, 17K in sales, which is totally nuts. Just quickly, if you're new here, hi, my name is Jordan. People call me JMoss, and my local Starbucks baristas like to call me George. In the past 5 years, I've generated over 240K followers through Instagram and TikTok. I've generated over 200 million views and closed over 150K in revenue from my personal brand. And if you do end up enjoying this video, all I ask is that you hit the subscribe button so you can stay up to date with all the value around building your personal brand and going viral online. Now let's jump into a quick video I made on the basics of Poppy AI, how it works. Okay, when you first log into Poppy, this is the dashboard that you'll get greeted with. Pretty simple, so you have all your boards down below. Obviously I have a lot because I use it a lot. You might start with none. Then up the top, you'll be able to see how many credits you've used and how many credits you have for the month. I currently have 4K credits, but it all depends on what plan you are with. And then on the left here, you can create folders, but also a starred section where you can star boards or then move them into folders for easy accessibility. Finally, let's create our first board. You can click up the top here, this bar, or you can simply click N, which is what I'm gonna do. They even name it for you automatically, which is funny. We've got Tan Pig. And when you first go into a board, you may feel a bit overwhelmed, a bit confused if you've never used something like this before. But the way I like to describe it and look at it is like a Miro board. If you ever used Miro, where you can drag and drop files, you can drag and drop photos, videos, text, sticky notes, things like that. The only difference with Poppy is that you can do all those things and more, but you can also place an AI that you can link up to this data. The AI knows it's there and it can look at it, scan it, and give you information and answer questions based on that data, which is pretty sick. And that's the whole purpose of Poppy AI. So I'm gonna run you guys through the basics of a Poppy board, but also show you the data points that you can actually add. So from top to bottom, we got recording, so you can actually record voice memos or music maybe, images, YouTube videos, TikToks, Instagram, text. This is the AI chat itself, websites, documents, and you can group stuff. So we're gonna start with a group. And then we can put things like text inside this group. So we could say group 1 text, and then we can even create another text block and put it in here. Text 2, for example. And then what you can do is if you want to load an AI chat, you can simply press C, and that should pop up on the board somewhere, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, hang on. Yep, there we go. And then what you can do with all this data you have is link it up. So you can link up this group. And let's say, for example, you want to add a YouTube video. So I'm going to go add this YouTube video here. And then I can simply click Command V to paste it onto the board. And then I can connect that up to the chat as well. So then we have this group where we can add our own things, and then the YouTube video, which the AI will read. Great, you know the basics. Now we're gonna set up our first YouTube script generator. So let's dive into that. And I've been using this for the past 3 months, and I've already gotten some amazing results on a YouTube channel that I started at the very start of this year. So roughly 3 weeks ago. This video has 5.2K views, and this one has 1.2K views. And I didn't even script out these YouTube scripts. Poppy AI did it for me. So it's absolutely amazing, saved me a ton of time and guesswork, and I've gotten more output because I'm uploading twice a week now, videos with this caliber. So that's exactly what I'm gonna show you guys now. Now, we wanna start with a YouTube channel or series of videos that you want to be like, you aspire to be like. In this case, I've chosen Dan Koh because this is a creator I look up to a lot. And he's in the similar niche as me, personal branding and online business. So I've decided to take one of his videos, which is 44 minutes long. Now, what you want to do now is link it up. I've used one video example, but you can go and add as many as you want. Try 3 to 4, I think is a good, safe data sample. Now, the next thing you want to do is take pieces of your own content. Now, if you have a Google Doc that has information about you, a short biography about yourself, that's also handy, but you want to create just enough data samples for the Poppy AI chat that it knows how you talk, what style of content you're creating, and stuff like that. So I'm going to take some of my best performing videos to start with, and copy it, and then place it onto the chat like so. And then we're going to create a group. So we're grouping it together. Take this one. And you can even take some of your short form content, whether it's from TikTok or Instagram. You just got to give it enough data. Now, the second thing we're going to do to kick this off is go over to the chat and just ask the chat, the AI, to analyze Danco's style. And then it's going to think for a bit and actually tell us, cool. So it's given us everything: the content structure, the delivery style, the visual elements, the teaching approach, engagement techniques, content themes, and unique aspects. Great. Now, analyze my content. And now we're just trying to, vet if it's on the right path. It's going to give us good information based on what we've given it. And it has so far. Strong focus on AI. This seems to be all right. Confident tone, unique aspects. Cool. Business model integration. Great. Now, craft a YouTube script that is 10 minutes long, taking inspiration from Danco's style, but ultimately creating it in my style. JMoss. Okay, here is a 10-minute YouTube script combining Danco's structural style with your psychological and AI-focused approach. Great. How to build a personal brand 2025, the only guide you need. It's got a hook, pattern interrupt, the first point, second point, and the third point, fourth point, fifth point, etc. Great, this is awesome. So this gives us everything you need to start a YouTube script. And what I like to do is I literally like to copy this and I'll put it into some sort of document like Google Doc or Notion Doc, and then just scan through it, edit it, add my own bits and pieces. But ultimately, this has already saved me a lot of time if I wanted to create content like this. And look how simple it was to create. But anyway, that's a quick crash course on how to set this up. There's way more you could do and dive into, but today I wanted to keep it very basic. Great, you've learned how to set up your first YouTube script generator with Poppy AI. Now, if you are enjoying this and you want the plug, I'm not trying to gatekeep this tool, check out the description because it's going to be there. And make sure you hit the subscribe button whilst you're down there looking for the cheeky link. Okay, last but not least, we're going to dive into how to create a short form script generator. And just so you know, the results I've gotten from doing this myself, again, 1.8 million views, 333K views, and 805K views on my short form content, bringing in a lot of leads for myself, a lot of email subscribers and paying clients. And ultimately, this is what I want you to get as well. And this is exactly how I did it. So the first thing I want you to start with is a model. Find 2 indirect or direct competitors that you want to emulate the style of, not steal their style or copy their style or what they're talking about. You want to emulate them. And for this example, I'm going to choose Hormozy. And I liked this video here. Let's say that I want to emulate this style of him on a podcast and the way he's talking and speaking with others.
You don't have to make your bed. You don't.
All I'm going to do is copy this like so, and then I'm going to paste it onto the board. So we have it here. And then we can even group it. So if we have a few examples, I'm going to choose one example. I think the less data for short form content you give it, the more accurate it is. So if you want to stay relatively close to this style and what he's saying and the format of it, then pick 1 to 2 sample sizes to start with. So we're going to put that in a group like so, and then we're going to start another group with just my short form content. So the AI knows how I present my content. So we'll go down and find my hits here, put them into the board. Once again, we'll start with 2. Great, awesome. Now the next thing we're going to do is put our board on. So we're going to click C, great, and then we're going to link up both of these. And again, we're just going to clarify that the AI can read these and see these and analyze them. So we're going to go down to the chat and ask it, analyze Hormozy's short form style and scripting. Then it's going to analyze his style. Great. Hook patterns, language style, content psychology, etc. Great. Analysis of my content, marketing psychology, destruction method, hook structure. Great. Now I'm going to get it to create a script for us in the same fashion as Hormozy. Create a script 40 seconds long in the talking about misconceptions around personal branding. We'll see what it whips up. Awesome. So the hook is, this biggest personal branding mistake costs creators 90% of their revenue, and I bet you're doing it. Everyone thinks personal branding is about aesthetic feeds, perfect photos, matching color schemes, daily content calendars, but after helping over 300 creators monetize their personal brands, here's the truth. The only thing that matters is market clarity. Great, so you get the idea here. It's just giving us a script. And these aren't going to be perfect, and sometimes it just throws in random information that isn't accurate. And when I identify stuff like that happening, I either correct it in the chat or I give it more data. I give it more videos to pull upon. I could even put in a Google Doc that has more information about my business, about my personal brand, and then the same here as well. But we've got a good framework to follow here. It's very similar to Hormozy's delivery, so we can start with this. So hopefully you get the idea now. Take an example of someone you want to emulate, put their content into there, and then take your own content and then fuse it together, right? It's going to generate scripts based on your unique style, and the more information in here that you give it, the better results it's going to give you. Just remember that. So yeah, that's Poppy AI, how it works and how you can create your first 2 script generators with it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and all I ask in return, again, is that you hit the subscribe button for more value around building your personal brand. See you guys in the next one. Cheers.